All right.
You can really taste the maple.
You do know that Riverdale was founded with maple syrup industry.
Here in Riverdale?
Dilton Doily plays with guns.
Big one, Betty.
Sardonic humor is just my way of relating to the world.
Everyone knows how much I loved my brother.
Exactly.
If we go in there with the entire Scooby Gang, forget it. We're compromised.
War is hell, Johnny.
No, Archie. Hell is other people.
Out of the four of us, only you and Archie haven't kissed.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna go get a buddy. Do you want anything?
A glass of milk would be great.
Alice?
Is it true what they say about men who've just been released from prison, FP?
The Coopers are one of the most respected families in Riverdale.
Take your male gaze and your male privilege and get out of the women's locker room.
Happy birthday, dear Chuckhead.
Last night was
A PG-13 grope session?
Color me shocked. Archie Andrews, is that why you became a mediocre musician overnight?
I'm not interested in being anybody's rebound. Besides, I'm more into girls anyways. And all this time I thought you were a lover, not a fighter.
both. I've got layers.
And it'll be a cold day in hell before a snake lets a pig tell him what to do.
Boom. All right. If it's not obvious from that amazing array of sound bites, Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast, is back to talk some Riverdale. My name is Jordan Lowe.
I'm Cliff Barnes.
I'm Seth.
We have an episode for you.
We have talked recently about we've thrown the term peak TV around. We've talked golden age of television. We've talked there's too many good shows to even keep up on.
There's too many cooks.
But this particular episode of Riverdale might be the top of the mountain. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah. This episode has I don't want to hype it up too much, but this episode has everything you could ever want. It's fabulous.
Chapter 60.
Dog Day Afternoon. I didn't quite get what that was in reference to.
Like what the connection was?
Yeah, I know the movie, but I'm
Right.
not sure how this applied to this show. So maybe
by the
end of our discussion, we might figure it out.
We'll find it. Let's think about that. Keep that in mind. Also, we were to look for clues that Reggie killed his father, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sit your butt down.
Sit your butt down and don't move.
You need to chill out, okay?
That's old Mad Dog talking.
Everything all right, Monroe?
Anything but. Malcolm's been hanging out at the Wipeout Arcade.
So?
That place is crawling with dealers and fiends, and I don't want him getting mixed up in that.
And Malcolm says brother or something?
He said he had a brother who was a freshman.
Yeah, he's been hanging out at the Wipeout Arcade.
Oh.
It's a great name for an arcade.
Can't go there.
The old Wipeout. It's crawling with dealers and fiends. So, are we turning this place into a community center or not? The old El Royale.
You've had like weeks to do this. How have you not created a community center already and saved the youth?
The Utes. So, over at Dead Poets Society.
Well, we are certainly not in Riverdale High anymore. Welcome to the Dead Poets Society.
Not a bad coup.
Not a bad coup, boy. I love that.
Okay, kid, let's go find the vending machine, huh? I'll buy you some triple bubble.
Whenever FP says boy, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Okay, him and Jellybean. Okay, kitten, let's go find a vending machine. I'll buy you some triple bubble. What? Why not? Can't do the double bubble. In Riverdale, we do the triple bubble. So, she was going to change her name to Veronica Gomez, but she just couldn't do it. She still wants to. That seemed like a really weird thing. I was going to do it, then I thought, no, but I want to. She's got to figure out how she wants to.
I don't know what happened. I thought I wanted to sign the document and officially change my name to Veronica Gomez, but in the moment, I just couldn't do it.
Look, if it didn't feel right, it didn't feel right.
I still want to do it. I just need to figure out who I'm going to be.
And you will. In the meantime, you want to come with me to the gym? I'm meeting with Miss Weiss about turning the place into a community center.
Of course. Do we need to leave now?
In the meantime,
I mean, we got some time.
he's got to go to the gym. That's all Archie cares about. He's meeting with Ms. Weiss. Do we remember Ms. Weiss? She was
like social worker or
yeah,
some
maybe that
kind
was it,
of.
yeah. Then back at Dead Poet Society, guess who Jughead's roommate's gonna be?
Jughead?
Marmaduke.
Marmaduke.
What the hell? It's good to see you. Actually, it's Marmaduke now.
Marmaduke.
Changed his name. Old Moose is going by Marmaduke
I
now.
haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Apparently, I didn't realize it had been that long. He was talking like
after the musical. Is that the last we
he
saw
took a
of him?
year off.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here, dude?
After my dad was arrested for impersonating the Gargoyle King, it kind of blew up my life, my family, everything. I kind of had a nervous breakdown. I even ended up in a facility for a couple months.
Oh, man.
When I got out, we decided it'd be better if I started someplace new, someplace fresh. So I took a year off and came here to play football and start over.
Well, are you feeling any better?
Yeah. I feel like a person again. Like this darkness is off me. But please just keep this between us, okay? If some of these guys got a whiff of who I was.
Your secret is safe with me, Marmaduke.
Thanks, man. And we'll need to be especially tight-lipped around Brett.
You rang?
He's gotta be tight-lipped around Brett. He says, You rang. Get a little lurch behind him.
There comes
There's
Brett Weston Wallace.
Brett
again.
Weston Wallace.
What an American Psycho.
So Archie's gonna give some boxing and MMA lessons, and keep these kids off the street. Teach them to kill each other. Mr. Keller's gonna be there during the day. Old ex-sheriff.
Oh, okay. That's an important detail.
Mm-hmm.
Because later they're expanding the hours and they're doing this. Like, is it just Archie just going to live there 24 hours a day? And
they never said that, later on, they don't mention Mr. Keller much anymore. It's like,
no, we haven't seen old Tom for a while.
I don't think he's necessarily on this season.
Well, he was in. He was at the table during the dream sequence when
who wasn't? Everyone.
Well,
was
yeah, that's true.
So the Cooper kids are working together. According to city records, this motel is owned by Edgar's followers. And look who's answering the front door. And I laughed out loud when I saw that Eleanor, is that her name? She's receiving pizza. I was like, that was a big Farby thing, was they were always going to be free pizza. That was the draw. Yeah.
That's the only way to keep them happy.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, so funny. And, they've been getting pizza deliveries every day. That's all Farbies eat is pizza.
It's like they don't grow anything.
Yeah, this is not labeled correctly. You have a farm. You don't grow anything.
But this is a big hanging plot thread from last season. This was the whole last season was about the farm and Edgar and Evelyn. So they got away at the end of last season. So we gotta wrap that up.
So they've got their headphones are holding up to their ears as they listen to their FBI agent pizza delivery guy.
Yeah? Who are you?
Sorry, I got lost. Pizza delivery. 10 cheese, 10 pepperoni.
You're not our guy. Get him.
You're not our guy. Gunshots and Betty's bug-eyed. Is this guy getting shot?
Echo, this is Charlie. Do you read me? Echo, do you read me?
Echo, this is Charlie. Was the other guy's name really Echo? Of course, my Echo's freaking out. Stop.
You know nothing about Riverdale.
Charles, is that you? Sending someone in with a wire, you're usually more clever than that. I know all your secrets. Don't send anyone else in, or their blood will also be on your hands. Wait to hear from me.
Back at Thistle House.
So they heard a guy get murdered?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just how we've started the episode.
Yeah.
We start with a dead FBI agent.
There goes your Nana Rose again. I swear, it's like every night. It's like she's scratching inside the walls.
Nana Rose is a restless spirit.
Oh, man. Nana Rose, every night she's scratching inside the walls, the girls say. She's a restless spirit.
Babe, it worries me leaving the twins alone with her while we're at school. Maybe we should hire a caretaker for her.
And have a stranger living amongst us? Sticking their noses into our business? Absolutely not.
Kind of worries that we keep leaving her alone with the twins.
Hey, don't besmirch Nana Rose.
Then there's a blood-curdling scream, and we go downstairs, and Nana Rose is standing in front of the fireplace.
Nana? Nana?
Oh, Penelope. I thought I saw the triplets.
Okay?
This is our first thing of the triplets.
Oh, Penelope, there you are. Thank heavens. I thought I saw the triplets burning in the fire.
Burning in the fire.
Nana, it's me, Cheryl. And Juniper and Dagwood, the twins, are sleeping soundly in the nursery.
I was like, triplets?
I thought she was going to be like, no, the twins, they float above the fire.
Yeah.
We've learned anything.
Yeah, well, so we're hearing about the triplets.
Which that night, Cliff sent me a good meme that was Nana Rose as Yoda. There is another.
When Nana Rose looks into the fire.
So Archie needs
That's
about
a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal.
That was a holy smokes moment.
Archie needs about 50 grand, which seems ridiculous just to add a second bathroom to this freaking gym.
It's going to be an amazing bathroom.
Well, you know, Veronica could lend him money. Kev could host a charity concert. They could have a bake sale, Betty says.
Because a bake sale will
It's a
get
lot
you-
of cupcakes.
Yeah, 50,000.
You know what else they could do? Have a car wash.
Shirtless car wash.
That's right. Made $400.
Great work, Reginald. Every suburban housewife in the county is spreading the word about our Sudsy fundraiser.
What can I say? I have a deep fan base.
Yes, you do.
Well, those cars never seem to stop coming. Keep those rags and machines humming.
What is Archie, like 4,000?
Yeah.
Or if we say 4 or 40, I can't remember.
Maybe they'll have a Magic Mike night, or if they're interested, they could go full Monty.
Yeah.
High school children. Seniors in high
Quit
school.
reminding us of that. Edgar's on the phone with Betty. She called her mom, or I don't know who called who.
Chad?
Yeah, Chad.
Michael
Murray?
Yeah. He suspected.
This last episode, we get it right.
Yeah. I was surprised to see him back. I thought he was going to be a one and done season.
Well, they showed him the script.
No actor could pass this opportunity.
Oh my God, Mom, I was so worried.
No, Betty. It's me, Edgar.
How did you get my mom's phone?
I suspected we had a pretender in our midst. When I started cutting people's fingers off, your mother admitted to me it was her.
So he's going to start cutting people's fingers off, he said.
I have a list of demands.
I'm listening.
I need $250,000. Passports for each and every one of my followers. Food, water, and a bus for transport.
Why did you call me? Why didn't you call Charles?
Because I think you'll have a better chance convincing him than I will. You have 5 hours.
He needs $250,000, passports for every farmie, free pizza, and a bus.
Just leave it to Betty.
She's like, I guess
she's on it. No problem.
Back at Dead Poet Society.
She really has endless resources.
Brett's talking about, my mother asked me to help her with the turkey, and I wonder vaguely. Is he's reading from a story?
Yeah, kind of a pretentious piece of fiction that Jughead's rolling his eyes at.
Got a real Harold Bloom here. Who's Harold Bloom?
Harold Bloom is a famed literary critic.
Oh, okay. Well, Jughead didn't like it. So, it's Salinger derivative. Ooh, it did feel a little Salinger derivative now that he says so. I don't know that I'd ever went out of my way to read Catcher in the Rye. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember my sister had to read it for school or something. We were on a road trip and she had it, and I was like, "Hey, give me that." And I read it, gave it back. I was like, I've always felt like, good. I read it. Now I can know when
you can reference it. You can reference it without feeling bad.
When Jughead says, runs his mouth, I can say, "Yeah."
And really, that's what we all went to school for, to build our list of references.
So I got Jughead's back. So he wrote something about the Gargoyle King, so they're like making fun of him. It's a little pulpy.
And I like that of this is kind of to the Riverdale critics of this isn't a serious show, it's pulpy nonsense, and Jughead's like, hey, we like pulpy nonsense.
That's not an insult to me. So keep it clean, guys. These preppies are getting into a fight, talking about English. He's like, I don't have any experience with these trailer trash, low life criminals. Oh, well, Jughead's always ready for a fight now. Anything happens, he's like, I'm kicking your butt.
And I think they established that's a zero tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
Any violence or fights at the school, you're automatically kicked out. So Jughead's on the razor's edge.
Back at Thistle House, we have
Switchblade edge.
We have Darius the interloper.
Nana, babies, I'm home. And who, pray tell, are you, interloper?
Hello. You must be Cheryl.
Hey, babe, don't be mad, but this is Darius. He's a night nurse I found online. I thought he could help with Nana and the kids.
Fine, but you will do as you're told. Nothing less, nothing more.
He's a night nurse.
Oh, yes.
Cheryl in this episode... I always excuse her ridiculous behavior, but it's like, stop looking in my basement. I wouldn't dare look in my basement. It's like,
she couldn't be any more obvious.
You may tend to Nana where she is, but you are not, repeat, not to go into the Blossom Chapel in the basement. It is forbidden. Sacred.
Don't sweat it, Dee. Not even I'm allowed to go in there.
Do we understand each other, Darius?
Absolutely, Miss Cheryl.
So Donna Sweet is in there getting it on with Marmaduke, and she warns Jughead about the Diplo brat. I thought that was never heard of a Diplo brat.
He's a Diplo brat. Son of a diplomat, thinks it gives him immunity to do whatever he wants.
Like beat me up?
That's not how Brett fights. Okay, it's psychological with him. And he's not afraid to play dirty.
Okay. I'll take your advice.
Bye, Marmaduke. Catch you later.
And meanwhile, Marmaduke is pointing out, hey, I go both ways. So everybody knows. Don't put me in a box.
Yeah, it needed pointed out.
So Midge had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we explained that. I just so on this show, she's the clumpster.
Sorry,
get it right.
Clumpster.
So Betty and her brother talked to the governor.
Do we have any reason to doubt Charles at this point? Or does he just kind of feels off?
Yeah.
He's too square, too by the book, so that you're automatically sort of What's his deal?
Governor's not going to negotiate with a cult leader. They want Edgar to release a hostage first. We already did. And in walks Polly.
She's got a poncho.
She's got a poncho.
Poncho Polly. That's really my favorite Polly so far.
And I was like, why is she wearing a poncho? I couldn't understand.
Poncho Polly.
Betty.
Polly.
No, stop. Oh my God.
She flips it off, and she's, of course...
Oh, man. She just whips it up right off there.
She's got a dead man switch. She's got
Stay back.
She's holding a dead man switch.
C4 strapped to her.
The bomb explodes.
Okay. Polly, I know Edgar must have said something to you, okay? But it doesn't matter. I know you don't want to do this. I know you don't want Juniper and Dagwood to grow up without a mom or me without a sister, okay? So we're going to figure it out, okay? Okay.
Betty, look at the time.
It's the whole thing.
And the best way to deal with it...
They'll trigger the detonator.
Quick, Betty.
Right.
Go do that. I'll tell you how. I'll stand back here. So the guy who knows how to defuse a bomb is relaying it secondhand to Betty. Like, hey, push that button. I'm going to be over here behind this desk.
Well, she fixed up the jalopy. It's got to be the same thing.
It's going to be okay. It's fine. It's going to be okay. It's counting down even faster.
It's a tripwire. There might be a system override on the dead man switch. A pin connected to a chain that slides beneath the hole.
We saw it coming a mile away. Needs a pin. I need a pin. Oh, here we go.
Iconic and beyond reproach.
Anything can be fixed.
It's okay.
So back at Dead Poet Society, they've each been given a copy of the same mystery story, with the final chapter omitted, in which the murderer's identity was revealed. So you each have to write your own version of that ending.
That feels like this podcast every time we talk about Riverdale. We're making up our own ending.
Right. So what's this going to prove, Mr. Chipping? So Malcolm got jumped by some thugs. Some guy named Dodger. We're going to hear way too much about Dodger in our future. He recruits kids from the arcade.
So, obviously, another literary reference.
The Artful Dodger.
Obviously, right, yeah. So, with this whole show for 3 seasons was just dumb movie references. Now we're getting deep into the literary. Charles Dickens, Oliver Twist, the Artful Dodger, and his team of child pickpockets on the streets of London.
I liked later, I can't even wait that long, that there's a guy named Charles Chickens.
Don't spoil my Charles Chickens review.
Sorry, it's not this episode, so we get to talk about it twice. When I saw it, I was like, oh my
Charles God. Chickens
is the best.
I had paused my TV to look at the screen, and I didn't unpause it for 5 minutes. Yeah. I was laughing. Dodger, also, of course, the star of the famous animated film
Oliver
Dogs. Yeah, Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company.
All dogs go to Oliver and Company.
Well, so
Riverdale might be referencing that movie.
Yeah,
and not Oliver Twist.
More than likely it's Oliver and Company.
Wow. So Polly's telling Betty, don't mess with this guy. Just give him what he wants.
So Polly's still like true believer.
Yeah.
Alice was never.
Mm-hmm. She was just a pretender.
Well, Polly's
she was undercover,
saying that
Polly's all the way farm.
Well, she's like, he's going to start sacrificing his followers, is what she's telling Betty.
So she actually wanted to get out.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's what she's telling her. No, she just said but she got a bomb strapped to her. I would think she's not a believer anymore.
I think she is.
Well, no, because they send her to... Yeah, maybe, but she's crazy. She's established crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
She'll be different 2 episodes from now.
That could be.
Well, $250,000 is a lot to come up with. Even Ronnie didn't have that much in cash. But if you're talking Glamourget eggs...
Got a whole shelf full.
She's got that.
You know, and good on Riverdale for not letting that die.
Yeah.
So yeah, for Betty Cooper, scoring $250,000 is an easier task than getting a bus.
Yeah.
Ordering pizzas or diffusing
She
a
quickly
bomb.
goes to TT and has her get her fake passports for everybody.
Yeah, easy peasy.
She knows a guy.
She goes and gets a bus from, left her book on the bus. She's got everything he asked for in like 1 minute.
Yep. Betty Cooper
gets it all done.
When she pulls up in the bus, like I was loving that so hard.
Pulls up bus, opens the door with that look on her face of
It's like Kramer driving the tour bus around.
Exactly. I'm still making all the stops. One of the best quotes.
Now, where's my mom?
I knew you wouldn't fail me. Oh, Betty, it is such a shame that you didn't accept the simple truths I tried to instill in you.
Edgar, where is my mom?
Because without those truths, Betty, all you're left with is pain.
Then she gets wanged with a shovel.
Oh, what?
Nighty-night.
So, back
was
at
it
the,
a shovel?
I like to believe it was, but I don't think so.
No, I would have noticed.
Who cares? But that's the descriptor. That's
She
how
was
you
wanged.
say that.
Yes, she was wanged.
You don't wang somebody with something else.
Yeah.
So Jug's getting called a street urchin and all this by this jerk.
So we have to admit, he's threatened by Jughead and is like trying to egg him on to get him kicked out of school because obviously he's intellectually threatened by Jughead's amazing
So he starts throwing around stuff about silver spoons and rarefied air. And I was like, I liked Silver Spoons. Didn't have a great theme song. It would have been on the list. But
give us Alfonso Ribeiro.
Ronnie comes home. Lodge, and it's like Smithers. That was funny. She's got her certificate for a change of name, and the Ram's there. She's like, "How'd you get here?" He's like, "I own the jail." Well, your name is Mud, and I want to change it. He starts talking about Jaime Luna, who was Luna was his father's name. He was the only son. It's him. Everybody looked down on him because of that name. And changing your name isn't going to wash away all your sins. So...
An interesting take on why a Latino guy would be named Lodge. He Americanized his name for business purposes. Like, okay, that kind of tracks.
So, Molly Ringwald wants Archie to come back to Chicago with her. They started a fund. Everybody starts funds for their kids. I'm a little late on that. But you could use it on your community center. That's a great idea, but no one's safe here. We're moving, not putting money in this losing proposition. I don't think Riverdale's a losing proposition. He goes up and starts punching the punching bag. Jumps out the window, heads to the Wipeout Arcade. Puts a little mask on. Meets up with the Artful Dodger.
With mask or a hood?
Yes. And then he's got his Louisville Slugger.
A black hood.
It's like, you're outnumbered 5-1.
I mean, he's had quite a few different colors of masks and hoods.
And I like that they followed this again. Veronica goes over there, and again, this is 2 out of the first 3 episodes, I believe, that Molly Ringwald thinks that Archie's upstairs in bed. He left town to go get his dad's body, and now he's wanging people with a baseball bat.
She's not a great mom, all right?
No, she is not.
She's out of practice.
Ronnie gives her $40,000 to give to Archie, but we're not accepting that. JJ, was your wheelchair moved? What's up? Whilst I read to you at night tide.
That I can barely look at that body.
Oh man,
like the way it's like, it's like his head's all crooked. And,
Archie's got some fist prints on his face, so I wish they would have stayed longer, but with his other scars. But he's like, you should see the other guys. At a bat. Don't worry, I was in disguise. Like,
and he lowers his voice down to like,
a superhero. Yeah. He's like, well, we got enough money to buy a second bathroom, man. This money's dirty. Can't use it. Needs to be clean first. Your girlfriend knows how to do that, right? Anyway. So
I'm getting whiplash by all these. He's stopping crimes in order to commit new crimes.
Yeah, it's not. I don't understand.
Maybe that Dodger guy knows how to launder money.
Yeah. At Stonehill, they've got some votes for the best story ending, and it wasn't either of the guys. It was Donna Sweet.
Donna Sweet.
They tied for last place, in fact. So, meanwhile, Betty and the Thunder are both tied to chairs in one of the hotel rooms.
Oh, yeah.
And the plan is for Evelyn to drive the bus full of farmies off a cliff as a distraction with them tied to the front while Edgar shoots off in a rocket.
Let's just sit here.
That's the plan. We got that in 10 seconds. The plan was to
say what?
Drive the bus off a cliff with them strapped to the front because Edgar's shooting off in a rocket that he built.
So to me, last season dragged a little bit.
And she goes, and literally Betty says, because harvesting organs wasn't interesting enough.
Right.
So last season was all about organ harvesting and the talk of ascension.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't fully invested in that. Had I known ascension involved
they buried the
literal
lead.
rocket ship,
They really buried the lead.
I would have been so invested last season. And Evelyn rocking the Patty Hearst beret, looking full
what's her name? Patty Hearst.
Patty Hearst.
Back at Thistle House, Darius, the interloper night nurse, needs some money to get rid of the rats.
Cheryl, Miss Antoinette, I'll be needing some money and the skeleton key for the house.
Excuse me? What possibly for?
Thistle House has rats in the walls.
I like to use his full name.
Yeah.
I don't have a rat problem.
I went into the basement.
Halt! You went down to the basement specifically after I ordered you not to? You didn't go into the chapel, did you?
No, Miss Cheryl.
Thistle House has never had rats.
But babe, we did hear something last night.
You didn't go down to the
Remember?
basement, did you? I've skipped a lot of her saying that to everyone in this episode. You can go down to the basement. We've never had rats.
I was going to quote running this.
You're right, TT.
I don't have a rat problem.
And
Jason's all over the floor. You're gonna have.
Am feeling the presence of a rat.
We got a 6 foot tall rat with muscles and bedroom eyes.
Darius, I knew you were a mistake from the beginning. So, you're fired. Toodles!
Oh, so then we get some music pumping in while the girls hide in the closet, jump out, and Evelyn gets whacked with a shovel.
All right, ladies, time's up. Let's go.
When the dark is closing in, what's your end?
Those bitches.
Now they just got to make it to the courtyard without being shot. And this is when we get the Thunder and Betty's in the beret, and she's checking her gun, whipping it out.
Okay, yeah.
I've got gifts of this.
Before the rocket, I thought this was the pinnacle of this episode and this show. That slow motion walk out of the hotel room.
Oh, yeah. When we get ready to do something, this is the gift we're throwing around. It's like, okay, let's do this.
She spins the chamber in the gun.
All right.
Do you remember what song was playing? Was it
the words were, "Tell me, would you burn your kingdom down?"
I don't remember if I knew the
I have to go
song
back
or
and
not.
look. It just
When
why did Betty
there's
put the
nowhere
beret
left to
on?
go.
There's no reason.
Did she trying to pass as Evelyn? Like, I don't know.
Anyway, they see Edgar over there. Betty says, "Get everybody on the bus. Get ready to drive off a cliff." She's like, "I gotta go." And there's Mr. Weatherby. He got a finger cut off.
Yeah.
Mr. Weatherby.
I told Edgar I wasn't the mole, but he wouldn't listen. He cut it off. Miss Cooper, I don't know how I let myself get embroiled in this madness.
Mr. Weatherby, this is your last shot at redemption,
It's
okay?
like, I told Edgar I wasn't the mole.
Get everybody on this bus. Go.
This is your last
please.
shot. This is the last shot I'm giving you, Mr. Weatherby. At redemption, okay? So...
Hello?
Charles, it's me.
She's
I'm
trying to
inside the
explain to
motel.
Charles on the phone. There's
Betty, you've got to get
what's
out of
going
there.
on.
Governor Dooley is sending in a team of mercenaries right now.
Tell them to stand down. There's a busload of unarmed civilians, including women and children, headed your way.
She goes up to the roof. There is Edgar in his Evel Knievel outfit, standing in a rocket.
Edgar Knievel.
It's amazing. And the Thunder
Hands up,
she's
Edgar.
pointing the gun at him. She's going to shoot him in the kneecaps.
Sister Alice.
Come with me peacefully, or so help me, I will shoot you in the kneecaps and drag your ass out of here myself.
You betrayed us. I'm not going anywhere with you.
And drag his ass out of here herself.
The rocket. I can't even describe this rocket. It's so small.
It's
and
like a model rocket.
It's like Wile E. Coyote stuff.
Yeah, it is literally. It might should have a fuse on the back.
It should say Acme on it.
Right. He's like, yeah, it's amazing.
And it's angled at about 30 degrees. Like, I don't know where he's going to go on the side of the building next door. But
Do you remember the story? The prophet Elijah, Alice? He was seized by a whirlwind and lifted up into the sky in a chariot of fire. Elijah ascended.
He's talking about the prophet Elijah getting seized by a whirlwind, lifted in the sky in a chariot of fire.
I will too.
And again, the whole season was like they had this cult to harvest organs.
Right.
So he never was portrayed as a true believer in this nonsense.
No.
He was a scam artist trying to get organs.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, his face will lift his rocket up on high.
He makes a move for 1911. He's got strapped to the back of his belt, and the Thunder takes him down.
Thunder.
Edgar Knievel ascended.
Rocket Lance.
Sans
God,
rocket.
Mom. What happened? Are you okay? Edgar ascended.
Back at the El Royale, they're teaching these kids MMA.
I don't know if I remembered anything else after this.
Yeah.
It was over.
This is all going to be new to us, yeah. And in comes Molly Ringwald out of the blue, changed her mind. She's crazy. She's like, we're going to get your community center declared a 501c3, blah, blah, blah.
And Archie made a face like, numbers? What?
Yeah.
Was it what number? I don't
She's
know what
like,
it means.
basically, it means you don't have to pay taxes. He's like, well, that's amazing. And so Veronica got a call from Sourberry. She just wanted to let the Ram know face to face that she's going to become Veronica Luna, and she'll be sleeping with a taser under her pillow.
Dios mío.
Who doesn't?
Then we have
He didn't see you, did he, Jason?
back at Thistle House, a rat crawls out of
Oh
Jason.
my god.
I thought it was going to be the alien thing coming out of his stomach or whatever.
I was like,
So she grabs a huge spell book.
the dead body is gross enough, but that freaking rat coming out of him.
Yeah.
I was like, new level Riverdale.
She smashes the rat with like a grimoire. And then
We're gonna fix you right up, JJ.
in comes TT and sees,
Jason.
Yeah,
Cheryl?
she sees Jason.
What the hell is going on here?
Tony. You've never met Jason, have you?
And yeah, any sane person, like I hold Tony Topaz at a little higher expectation in this show.
Oh, she's us now. Really, at this point, she takes a turn and she is us. She's like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing? And then we got back at Dead Poets Society, we got somebody put posters up about the black, his girlfriend was murdered by the Black Hood. And, they're all trashing on Moose, trying to run him off.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Marvin. Of course, Brett did it. Jughead's trying to explain to Betty back home. He blames me for not winning the contest because it was such a serious contest as one class project, That's nothing like fighting the ghoulies. Well, Betty's like, Polly started a program at Shady Grove Treatment Center, and then there's a knock at the door. They go out, and there's a bag, not a poop, flaming poop or anything. It's a videotape, VHS. Famous last words, Betty. It ain't over. And that's the end of the episode.
Famous last words.
Oh, I wrote down the quote. Edgar is ended.
Yeah, I said that.
Who said that? Somebody say
Thunder. That? Thunder said that after she shot him.
Edgar is ended. Pretty
nice.
Pretty epic way to take somebody out.
She should.
So that was a great episode.
It was a great episode.
The rocket went. That 5 minutes there was everything.
From her pulling up in the bus till the end was.
Yeah. We got 2 shovel wags, a rocket, an Evel Knievel outfit. Everything.
It's everything I watch Riverdale for.
It really was. It really was. And some dead Jason, creepy Cheryl in there just to top it off. And a little Nana Rose too.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Okay. Yes. There was they needed all these demands they needed to get out of the bank.
Like the famous movie.
Right. But I mean, that's got to be it.
Yeah, that's true. He gives.
We did it.
He's on a standoff.
I forgot to look for it, but that's got.
He has hostages. Okay, that's an obvious.
Obviously.
Come on. Attica.
So that was I don't expect another episode to be able to top this all year. If they do, it will be
challenge them.
Oh my gosh! It really had everything you could ever ask for,
and we still don't know what the future holds. Was the missing? Is Jughead dead? Is missing? We're still the major mystery has not been
revealed.
How are they gonna? I mean, explain to me how are they gonna kill him? Have this murder mystery of how he died, and then he's not gonna be dead. So what are they doing?
There's a theory, but it's not till the next couple episodes that what it might be.
All right, I'll wait.
Yeah. All right.
Sign us out.
All right. So that's Riverdale. Thank you very much. Tune in soon for more. We talk Riverdale. We talk TV. We talk movies. We talk comics. We talk streaming. We talk all kinds of stuff. So,
and if that's not enough, if you don't get enough of this podcast, you can always sign up to be a patron and get even more.
$1.
You could follow us around like the vile paparazzi and take pictures of us in our old-timey bathrooms.
Yeah. $50,000 bathrooms.
I heard fan literary critic Harold Bloom called our patron well worth your time.
Nice.
That's so Salinger derivative.
Yeah, it's $1. We do a lot of fun stuff you don't hear on our regular free episodes. So you get a secret Facebook page.
Yeah.
Much like Stonewall Prep, It's like an exclusive club. It's a
Right.
salon, really.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We get together and talk. We have very deep discussions, or threats are lobbied around.
Yeah.
So only one person's ever pulled a switchblade. So yeah, if
We
you
took it from him.
If you join our patrons, you get an invite to a Facebook page, patron-only Facebook page. You can vote.
You can go there and lose all faith in humanity.
That's true.
You can voice opinions. No
Let
matter
it all out
popular
there.
or unpopular.
Untuck your shirt tail and we can just let us know what you think.
Alrighty, thank you everybody. My name is Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
I'm Seth. Goodbye. Forever.
Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast, is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Sounds, music, and clips played during the podcast are property of copyright holders. All original content is property of www.udownwithkpp.com.
They showed that rocket. I was like, I felt immediately like I had missed something. Like, is there something important I missed?
I like when they do that, where it just happens so fast. It's like it sneaks up on you, like how absurd it got all of a sudden. And they stay the same. They stay acting the same the whole way through.
It reminded me of an old episode of The Muppets with the Great Gonzo. Pretty sure he had the same rocket.
Was there a Riverdale.com? Did you look it up?
I looked it up. Warner Brothers owns it, but
they're
nothing,
not doing anything.
Nothing there. Yeah, for now. That would have been a great name for a podcast.
Missed opportunities.
Yeah.
This website is currently not available.
I'm a little upset they didn't set that rocket off. Like, I needed to see that.
We could have had like Captain America and Bucky, like the rocket takes off and she has to hold on to it.
Yeah.
So Alice has a metal arm later on.
Right, we lose Alice in the sewer. She ends up sliding into the bunker.
The Joker is now the most profitable comic book movie of all time.
That seems weirdly worded. Like they've done the math to be able to say that.
Well, most of the comic book movies have to have huge budgets to.
Yeah. It was made for $62.5 million. It's made $949
that
million.
even seems high. 60.
15 times its budget.
There was no craft services. He didn't eat.
Right.
He didn't have to provide food.
That was like $50,000 right there. Archie could have built a bathroom.